Hey guys, welcome to another TGun Productions video. I'm TGun coming at you with another video for you guys. This time I've got my custom Lego Walking Dead Season 7 Showcase Part 1 video. Now I was going to do the one big video for you guys for having all 17, but I actually did record it, but it didn't upload properly because it was 50 minutes long, but I only uploaded it as 24 minutes long. And it took forever to upload, like it took all night. But instead, I decided to split it in half to try and make it a bit shorter. So for here, I've got Rick, Daryl, Kyle, Eugene, Tara, Maggie, Glenn, Rosita, Sasha, and Abraham. So now they're based in their second half of Season 6 outfits, / Rick's kind of Episode 1 for Season 7 as well. So there's that. And yeah, so there will be some spoilers for mainly Seasons 5 and 6. Like mainly 6, but a little bit of Season 5. Please, if you've seen Season 7, don't say anything in the comments below. Keep it spoiler-free. So Season 7, keep it spoiler-free. But Season 6, back downwards towards Season 1. That's open, obviously, because that's been out for ages. So yeah, without further ado, let's have a look at our minifigures. So here we have Rick Grimes, the leader of the Alexandrians and the main survivor, and our main character for this apocalyptic journey. Now, I just have to say, I have to give credit and shout out for Legomatic 9, because if it wasn't for him, then I wouldn't be making these, because he actually inspired me to make Walking Dead minifigures. So yeah, link to his channel in the description below. So yeah, his accessories that he has, now he was the trickiest one to make. I have to say that too. So his accessories, he has his hatchet. Now I did want to have a light tan handle, but I couldn't, because I don't have a light tan rod, so I've stuck with this. And this is actually a brick forge hatchet, so it can come apart if I wanted it to. But yeah, so this is hatchet. And of course he has this Colt Python, so it's just a black brick arms Python gone silver. Then he also has like a brick arms AK-47 that he has. I will take it off quickly. And I've actually made it dark brown for some areas. Just give me a sec, I'll just put it back on. So yeah, he's got this AK-47 that he's been using ever since Terminus. Now I actually made a lot dark brown here. And for Spencer, if I can find it again, he's got a lighter brown, because Spencer had a lighter brown AK-47 and he's got a darker brown. So I decided to do that. So yeah, plus this also has a strap, since he wears it on his back a lot. So yeah, now this jacket design I've had for a little while now. I think like earlier in the year I made another Rick with the light brown, dark brown combination. Like, I saw DaLastPrime's review of his Rick with the 2 shades of brown after I've actually did my original one. So yeah, I'm going to give him credit anyway, because he could kind of inspired me to do the light brown stitching, whereas I originally had black, which looked terrible. So yeah, now his jacket, of course, it's in the 2 browns, dark brown, light brown. He's got his gold zipper, and then he's got like his collar, which is like in a dark tanny brown. He's got his belt here with his 2 buckles there and the other button there. Then on the back, these are actually brick arms, like 3D pouches. So one of these, which I actually cut off the side here, which is what this is. Then there's another one that has 2 guns that actually has these 2. So I actually cut them off and glued them on here. And yeah. So as you can see, the back details continues on. And then his face is an Obi-Wan Kenobi face, which I got in last week. Got rid of everything except for the eyes. Added on a new beard. Added on like some scars. So he has all these new scars now from his fight with Pete. And then he also has the blood splatter from whoever Negan kills. And then he's got cheekbones. And yeah, now this was actually in the sneak peek. So like of the Season 7. So that's what that's from, if you haven't seen that already. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the Season 6 finale / Season 7 premiere. Sorry for that little Season 7 spoiler. It's just for the sneak peek. But yeah, if you've seen the first episode and you know what happens, don't tell us. I only said the sneak peek because that was only a sneak peek. That wasn't the actual episode. But yeah, now let's move on to Daryl. Now Daryl has a few accessories himself, so let's just get straight into the accessories. Now he's got his RPG from episode 9, and I've had this on him ever since I made him. Like, this is the whole reason why I bought the RPG just for Daryl. So it's just a black brick arms RPG. That's there. He also has his knife that you see him use occasionally to kill walkers. So there's that, which is a brick arms knife as well. But I think my brick arms store doesn't actually sell these. And then he also has his shotgun, which he's been using in Season 6. There's that. And then, of course, he has his crossbow, which is actually made out of a brick arms crossbow with the back of an AK-47 cut off and glued on here, which I've then gone around and added the camouflage effect, and it looks pretty cool. Now, I will actually try and at a later date add on the iron scope, but for the moment, this is how it looks. So, yeah. Now, I can't really sculpt, so he's just got an Anakin Skywalker hairpiece, because this is the closest thing I have for him. So, yeah, I just have this. I had this lying around, and I just gave it to him. This is a Star-Lord face, which I redid the mouth, and then I made his goatee that went on. Now, I will probably fix that at a later date, too. Now, if you see my Instagram, I actually put up a whole lot of pictures of all my figures last night, which I have actually edited this because I've done a new hip piece, and I will redo his legs at a later date, so you might see that in the next video as well. So, he's got his dark grey jacket, which is kind of a greyish-black colour, which I just left it in grey. Then he's got the T intersection on the stitching on the back and the wings here. Then on here is just his pants, like coming up through here. Then he's just got the T intersection coming down. His buttons on the jacket. His black jacket underneath with all the silver buttons. And then he's just got his skin showing. And then he's just got his plain black legs, which I will fix up for the next video just to show you. Now, I will be displaying this with Dwight for when I do that video as well. So look forward for that. And yeah, I'll just give you another 360 look at him with his shotgun and his knife, if you just give me a second. So, yeah, Daryl has to be my equal first favourite character, and I know that Daryl is a fan favourite for everyone. But, yeah, so I'll just another quick look at him. So, I haven't actually done the back of the face, but I might as well for a later date, just because he gets angry from time to time. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for Daryl. Now, here's probably the simplest plus the hardest minifigure to make, which is Carl Grimes. Now, the torso and everything, like from the head downwards, was simple. This hat and hair combination was tricky because I've had a lot of unluck, like bad luck, and not being able to do hat and hair combinations, like for Rosita, my bad, which I actually cut myself the first time, and then the second time just failed. So, yeah, this time I was lucky, and I've actually made a new one of these. Now, I did have another one, which is this one. Just a fedora and just yellow hair. That, which looks terrible. So this actually looks a lot more accurate, in my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments below. But yeah, so I prefer this a lot more. And I will probably cut out a little bit, since he's got a couple of rips in his head as well. Now, this was an Ezra face, which I added on the eye patch and a new mouth. So it looks pretty cool for Carl. And then this is just in a basic outfit that he's been wearing through seasons 5 and 6. Just a grey long sleeve shirt. I didn't add the plaided shirt on top because I can't really do plaids very well. So when I make turban, it'll be terrible. So yeah, that's like the terrible look of me trying to do that. So yeah. Then he's got his M9, which is in a matte colour, in a matte finish. And then he's got his knife, which he has from season 5 onwards. Now, I would have done brown, but I didn't really like how dark it was, so I just left it bronze and gold, and then a silver blade. Then he's got just blue jeans, which I will add on his holster there soon. But he's got his pockets, black boots, brown belt, gold belt buckle, and it goes all the way around. And it just creases in the rest of the shirt on the back. So that's pretty much it for Carl. Like I said, he's a pretty simple figure, but that hat and hair combination was pretty tricky. Just trying to level it out and put it on, so that way it fit on all okay. Yeah, so let me know what you think in the comments below. Now, here's another fan favorite, Glenn, Rhee, played by Steven Yeun. And yeah, so let's just say lately he's been having a tough time, so I'm glad I made him. But yeah, so he's armed with his silver 1911, so which he's been having. Now, I would have liked to give him and Rosita their assault rifles, but I haven't actually been able to find anything on brick arms similar to that, so I only have this for him, but I might give him a knife later on, or I might just edit a gun that I got recently So, I don't know. But yeah, so he's got just his brown jacket. So this is from episode 15 when they went looking out for Daryl. He's got his brown jacket on here. He's got his pockets. So if you get a hoodie or something like that, then that's what the pockets that I did here. These zips are up here just for his chest pockets, and then some stitching coming around. It's on the torso as well. And it comes up on the back, and then it's got all of these stitchings and everything. And the collar. He's got his blue shirt underneath with the little buttons up, and then just some creases. And then he's just got his black pants, and then this is actually a clone trooper face, which I think I redid the mouth. I can't remember if I did or not. Giving him the goatee, and then I've given him the hairpiece. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Rhee. So I'll just quickly give him his gun. So I'll just do that. And yeah, so let me know what you think in the comments below. And now let's have a look at Maggie. And here's everybody's favorite farm girl, Maggie Greene. Now, this is one of the early versions. She and Aaron were actually the first two out of this line of Walking Dead minifigures that I made. So yeah, she's armed with her revolver that she's been using from season 5 and 6. Now, she didn't really use anything in the season finale, but I still wanted to give her a weapon anyway because I didn't want to have any of them unarmed. So she's got that. She's got her blue jeans with her gun holster on the side. So you can have a look there. Like I said, this is very old, so I will do an update soon. So she's got her black belt with a silver belt buckle and just a couple of crosses there. And I couldn't tell if she had any more of the little ammo thing, because like in season 6, because in season 5 she has like this little thing that holds all the bullets, but I wasn't sure. Light blue jacket with her collar and buttons and pockets and everything. And then she's got a green undershirt and her flesh showing up at the top. And then she's got a collar on the back and shoulder blades and everything here. She's got a Sheldon Cooper hairpiece, because in episode 15, I think, she actually got a haircut. So I wanted to show that by giving her shorter hair. And then I gave her the scared face of the Lois Lane head, because since she's now sick or like, I don't know, something's wrong with the baby, then, yeah, sorry, like again I said spoilers for at the start for that. So with troubles with the baby, I've given her the scared look because she's scared. Yeah, scared and injured, what I was supposed to say, sorry. But yeah, so that's Glenn and Maggie together. Just thought I would give you a quick look at that. Now here's Tara, and I just want to say, at first with Tara and Eugene, I wasn't a huge fan of their characters. I just didn't really like them at all. But coming up to season 5 and 6, they became really enjoyable characters, and they probably have made it into my top 10 favorite characters on the show. So yeah, she's got this Nighthawk pistol because I didn't know what else to give her, so I just threw this. I made the ejection port silver, and then it's just a black gun there. Then she's also got a combat knife, like a Brick Arms combat knife with the blade gone silver. Now, this is based on the outfit when they went and killed all the saviors at that warehouse. So you can see her wear this for a little bit, and it's a little bit different from her hoodie that she's been wearing lately. But it is still a hoodie. So you can see she's got a silver zips, the black shirt, and then the flesh up the top. She's got the old Wonder Woman face with the black hair. Now, she and Rosita pretty much have the same hair, except this one's black and the other one's dark brown. So, because I ordered 2 brown hair pieces, because I was going to try and make Rosita's hat and hair combination, but I just decided to go with this. So, yeah. Got stitching up at the top here. I think these are for her pockets, the 2 buttons and stuff here. Then she's got her 2 big pockets here. Coming onto the back, it's just continuations. You have the hood, like the dark grey hood there. Then it's got the rest of the stitchings and everything. And then she's got her blue jeans, and then she's got her cuffs here, and then her black undershirt showing through there. So yeah, one of my better figures out of this lineup, in my opinion. So yeah, I'll just quickly give her all these, her weapons back. So that's Tara. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And now here we have Eugene. Like I said, at first I wasn't a huge fan of him. So, but now that the series has gone on, he's actually become quite an enjoyable character, just with his catchphrases and things like that. Now, this is based off of his episode 16 look, but there's a couple of modifications that I did to it. One is that I don't actually have a Kanan hairpiece, because that would have been a hairpiece I would have used for his ponytail look, which I didn't have that, so I just gave him his mullet. And two is that I didn't have his assault rifle, so I just gave him a machete that he had throughout Season 6, and then of which you can see him have on his belt in the finale. And then he also has this recipe for how to make bullets 101, which I will actually write on there, how to make bullets 101 someday. So yeah, so that's that. So yeah, it was pretty tricky, just mainly because of these pockets here. But yeah, so it's a light tan jumper or jacket with the collar was tricky as well, just to try and fit all of these in, but I think they look okay for the time being. Then he's got his 4 buttons there, and then he's got his pockets up at the top, the small chest pockets, the medium, and the big ones. And then he's got his blue jeans with his machete holster on here, with his black boots. On the back's just a continuation of that there. So that's what it looks like. And his face is actually a clone trooper face with just a stubble and a new mouth and new eyebrows and just his wrinkles up here. And then this hairpiece is just a wrestler's hairpiece that I redid in black, sorry. So that's that there. Here's another one of my favorite figures out of this bunch, and this is Abraham. Now, Abraham, I had trouble trying to decide what I would use for his hairpiece. So this is actually my old Lester hairpiece, and so what I did is I cut off the little widow's peak, and I sanded it up a little bit, and then I just went over everything in orange, and these black lines were still there from Lester, so I just kept that, so it's all smooth and everything like that. Now, I think this hairpiece is a lot better than what I had originally for him, which was a really terrible custom sculpted Abraham hairpiece, so just look at the difference, and this looks miles better. Now, I have to give shout out to Lego Studio 4. Now, I did a trade with him a couple years ago, and I think this is like a Boromir's head from Lord of the Rings, and we did a trade, and I got this. This is actually the anger expression, but yeah, so shout out to him, and comment, link to his channel in the description below. So yeah, I redid the mouth, redid the cheekbones and everything, just kept the eyes and the eyebrows, added on all of these wrinkles up here. Yeah, I think it looks kind of like Michael Cutlass, and then I also of course gave him his handlebar mustache. Now, he's got, I think it's an M1 machine gun or carbine or something, but yeah, I gave him that. And then he also has his M9, which he's been using as well. So, just to make it different from Carl's, I've given him the skinnier one, which can actually hold a silencer, but obviously doesn't have that at the moment. Sorry if you can hear my dog barking. But yeah, so the legs are, aren't the best, so I'll start off with that. So, he's got his black belt here with the silver belt buckle. Terrible camouflage, or he had these stripe things which I added on. Now, I do have these on both sides of the legs, except the other side has a holster coming down here. So it's got one of these cargo pockets plus a pocket up here, and then black boots there. His hands have actually got these custom done up gloves, so it's dark brown with a couple of black elements to them, which you can't really see, but oh well. Then this was a dark grey torso. A lot of the figures have a dark grey torso, so yeah, I might have to change that. But yeah, so he's got his brown shirt here with the flesh showing up here with a little bit of his belt showing there. Then he's got his light blue hoodie that comes up and around, and you can see the hood up here. Then he's got his dark blue winter coat kind of thing, so you can see the stitching and everything here. The arms are just plain dark blue. Then you can just see some buttons on the collar, and then just his pockets and everything there. That's pretty much it for Abraham, one of my favorite characters. And he comes out with heaps of funny lines. So, that's him there. I'll just give him his M9. And yeah. So here's Sasha. Now, Sasha had another tricky hairpiece that I had no idea on what I was going to do. I even asked Legomatic9 on Instagram, on a direct message, what he would use. But he didn't know. But then I was just working on Sasha, and I was just thinking on Lego Friends, because I was watching one of his videos at the time, and he actually had a Lego Friends hairpiece for one of his figures. I think it was for the part that he had Diana Monroe. And then I thought about Lego friends, and I was thinking, and I knew that my sister had a hairpiece like this. So I went up and asked my sister, I did a little trade, and I got this hairpiece. So what I did, I cut off the rest of the plait, cut off the curl, so it was actually coming down onto the head, and then I made this all black. This is probably the closest thing that you can get to Sasha's hairpiece, and I'm really proud of how it turned out. Now I guess if you wanted to, you could sculpt on the widow's peak, but I'm a terrible sculptor, so I just left it, and this is Sasha's hairpiece. So showed Legomatic 9, and I think he said that it looks pretty good, so yeah. But anyway, so she's got this rifle that I bought ages ago for her main gun, because she uses like this silenced assault rifle kind of weapon, so that's what this is. And she's got a dark grey torso with sleeves. It's meant to be the jumper from the finale. Got the light green Tyrese's belt things, overall kind of stuff that comes around. But then got gold buttons at the bottom, then it comes all the way around. Now got the belt buckles up at the front. Now this black bit here, that's in between the green and stuff, and this bit here is actually where this little square buckle bit clips in. So of course it's empty, so it's black. Then it's got a little bit of gold up here, skin showing up here, just wrinkles, then coloured jeans, and with the gun holster there. And since this has been holding the gun, the glove's starting to come off, but I will redo that. And it's just custom glove, which is just brown with a little bit of black on it. So yeah, and the face is terrible. I asked you guys if I should like use a different, like a head that's already existed and just modify it, or just use this custom. And a lot of you said use the custom, so that's what I'm using. And yeah, I will try and fix it up later though. We'll find another head that represents her. But yeah, now let's move on to Rosita. And last but not least, we have Rosita Espinosa. And I don't want to say the actress's name because I have no idea on how to pronounce it. But yeah, so she's armed with this gun that I got from Brick Arms the other day. And it looks pretty similar to what she had in episode 9 and the second half of the season. So I just gave her this. Then I gave her a machete since she had that like in episode 15, just on her belt here. But she had like a machete in episode 9 or 8 when she was showing them how to use a machete, so I decided to give her that. So this is based off of her episode 15 look, and like I said in the Glenn section, I don't have a gun to represent her gun, so her assault rifle, so I didn't do that, and I didn't really want to give her a backpack, so, but I might give her a backpack later on, but oh well. So she's got the Lois Lane head, there we go, again, now that I've given her black eyebrows and the red lips, and that's pretty much the style I'm using for Maggie, which I'm not using. Then like I said, similar hairpiece that I gave Tara, but it's dark brown. So it's that. Now I did have the blue shirt that she had like underneath for like episode 15, but she did have a hat, and I didn't want to try it and fail a third time in doing the hat and hair combination, so I just left this. So it's just the dark purple shirt here with flesh showing, and her greyish, in the show it's like a greyish brown sort of jacket, so I just gave her a dark grey. Then it's just got the black leathery bit up here. It's got the zips, then her collar, which comes all the way around, and it's got the collar on the back, and just her shoulder blades, and just the rest of the shoulder bits and everything on here. A brown belt, like a light brown belt. On here is actually a knife holster. No, that's the gun holster, and that's meant to be a knife holster there, which is actually smudging off, which I'll have to go over that. And then there's her machete holster right here. So that's where, if like it was real, that would be where the machete would sit. So yeah. Then she's got her black boots. Now I didn't do her grey socks because I didn't really want to risk stuffing all this up, so I left that out. And then she's got her black like leathery patches up here. So yeah, looks pretty cool. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And that's the rest of it for this part. So I'll just quickly give her her weapons, and then we can go ahead and wrap up this video. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please let me know in the comments below which is your favourite. I can't really pick one favourite. I just have to say I really like my Rick, Tara, Abraham, Glenn. I just love them all. They just got so much little detail, and I spent so much time. All of these figures took about a month and a bit to complete just by themselves, like just to get them all together. So Michonne, and I would have had Michonne in one of these videos, but her head didn't come in, so I couldn't have her because I already ordered a head for her. So once that comes in, I'll do that, add the headband, and then that she'll be in probably part 3 for the season 7 minifigures. So other than the part 2, I'll have a little bit of a break. Then I'll finish up the throwback figures, which might be... I'll do the throwback figures for the season 8 finale, and then for the season 8 premiere, I'll have my part 3. So it'll have like Tobin, Olivia from Alexandria, a couple more Alexandrians. Then I'll have maybe Jesus and maybe some of the Hilltop and Kingdom, depending on how many we see, or Saviors, I mean. And then for the Kingdom, I'm planning to make King Ezekiel and maybe a couple of others, depending on how much screen time they all get. Plus, I will have my other Rick, a new Carol, and Michonne. So, and also maybe an updated Daryl just to redo the legs or something. But yeah, comment, like, subscribe, and share for more. Also, the links for DaLastPrime, Legomatic 9, and Lego Studio 4 in the descriptions below. Go check them out if you haven't already. The pictures for all of these are actually up on Instagram. I will be redoing Daryl's, but they're all up on Instagram at my Instagram, which is at TGun_productions. So go check that out. And yeah, so comment, like, subscribe, share for more. And see you guys next time. Bye!